Hi, this is Claire from My Mature Student Life. Thanks very much for coming back. I hope you're enjoying the videos still and are being inspired to become a mature student, or at least start to invest into your education, or get a 10-year plan, or just start thinking about whether you've settled, or just anything. I hope that you've been really challenged or encouraged by the videos. So today we're going to be talking about timetable issues, with particular reference to normal week. What does a normal week look like as a mature student? So I wanted to be able to share with you my normal week and explain to you how I achieve that as well. I think the first thing to say before we get going is, I mentioned in a previous video that becoming a student as a mature student doesn't happen overnight, and it will take some planning. And one of the things that I did in preparation to go into university was starting to work part-time in a job that don't necessarily like or don't necessarily want to do for my future, but a job that will allow me to work shifts. That was, very, very wise advice that I was given about working a shift pattern. I'd never done it before. I'd always worked a 9 to 5 or, an 8 till 4 job, or just a normal kind of working week, and I'd always worked full time before having children. So it's a bit of a shock to the system, I have to say, working shifts, but actually I really, really like it now, and it does give me the freedom to work around my studies. A bit of advice that I would give you is, whatever job you choose to do, I would suggest getting the minimum hours you can. Okay, but choosing a job that will allow you the flexibility to increase your hours through banking if you need to. And I'll give you an example. So my job at the minute, I work 15 hours a week. And I bank whatever I want. So if I want extra shifts, it's coming up to Christmas at the minute, then I'm banking extra shifts. But it also gives me the freedom to study when I need to. So if I've got assignments coming up, then I can relax that timetable a little bit. So yeah, just a word of warning: any more than 15 hours, I think, is really, really stretching it. I did 30 hours last year working in A&E. And that really, really pushed me to the edge. Combining 2 or 3 days of study with that as well was really, really, quite stressful for us as a family. But needs must, and it's what it is, and we got through it. But just a word of warning: try and keep them hours as little as you can, with the flexibility to bank. So normal week for me. So let's start with Monday morning. So Mondays is usually a study day for me, unless I've picked up some extra hours. So Mondays is working from home, so I'll be up at 6:30, 7, taking the kids to school between 8:30 and 9, dropping them off straight home for breakfast, allow myself maybe 5 to 10 minutes for a cup of coffee, a quick bite to eat, whatever, and then I'm straight into the books, straight into assignments. Then I allow myself 30 minutes for lunch, and then I stop at approximately 2:30, 2:45, and just start to get myself ready to go and get the kids again. And I do protect my evenings now. Previously I haven't, but I do try and keep the evenings for the kids, just because I saw the effect that had on them, and I don't really want to do that to them again. So that's Monday. Tuesday is a university day, which is great. So again, up at between 6:30 and 7. I'm setting off at 8 for university. Lectures start at 9, and our lectures finish at 4:30 on Tuesday. So we'll have 3 to 4 hours per subject in that day. And then I'm straight home making tea, possibly library night with the kids, and then it's bedtime or whatever. Wednesday is usually a work day for me, so I'm up at between 4:30 and 5. Start work usually at between 6 and 7. My usual shift pattern is that I work 6 o'clock in the morning to 11 in the morning, and then again I'm back home straight away. One thing that I would say, and I do try and do on a Wednesday if I need it, is I keep Wednesday as a day where I can do shopping or just get my head together if I need it. So it'll be a day where I don't necessarily think about anything. I try and just chill on Wednesday. I try not to, I'm a bit obsessed with stuff. So if I'm not doing something, then I get a bit twitchy. But I know that equally I do need to give my brain a rest. So I'll try not to read anything on that day, even unrelated to university. So at the minute I'm into Robert Greene's Masters, and I won't even touch that on a Wednesday because I just need to calm down. So Thursday is a complete study day for me. So I try and keep Monday and Thursday as study days. So again, same pattern as Monday, up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, sorting the kids out, and then straight into, you know, the morning routine of taking the kids to school, and then straight into study at between like 9:15, 9:30, and then again finishing between 2:30, 2:45. One thing, again, just to add to that, obviously if you've got children, you've got to factor into the evenings, you know, homework time and all that kind of stuff. Often, you know, we'll sit together and do stuff together, which is quite nice. I have said I defend my evenings with the kids, but you know, if it's applicable and if it's necessary, then we do work together, just because they're getting a little bit older. Friday's another university day, so on Friday, again, up at 6:30, 7, straight to uni, setting off at 8, and then back home between approximately 5 o'clock in the evening, and then it is, you know, straight into the kids' routine. Saturday morning, I'm working usually at 6 in the morning, so that's another 6-11 shift, so up again between 4:30 and 5, getting to work at 6, and then again Saturday is another, you know, day where we try and defend that for the kids, and we'll do something fun with them. And as well, my husband works through the week, so I try and see my husband on Saturday and Sunday afternoon, and you know, really spend time with the family. Same thing on a Sunday, but again, Sunday's much busier because you've got getting ready for school again on the Monday. So just a really, really busy day where we're, you know, doing homework or, you know, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's not much time for anything else in the week. We do balance it, I think, quite well as a family. Previously, like I said, I have tried to study on night, didn't really work. So, you know, for me, it's worth taking the hit financially to relieve the stress, and you've got to consider what your life work balance is going to be. If you can make it work on an evening, that's fine. You might have smaller children that are going to bed at, you know, whatever, 6 o'clock at night. I remember them days, they were lovely. But ours don't, you know, ours are going to bed at like 8:30 now, so the times of studying on an evening are well and truly gone. So, you know, that's the reality for me as a mature student and a mum. I hope that's helpful, just to give you a bit of an indication of what's coming if you're thinking about going to university. A lot of hard work, a lot of discipline, and a lot of preparation is needed if you're thinking about it. But it is possible. You will need a lot of support from your family. But as I always say, go for it. A great guy called Napoleon Hill, who I'm absolutely obsessed with, has got a great quote, and he said, you can achieve everything that your mind can conceive. And I believe that, you know, if you think that you will be something and can achieve something, then you certainly will. So yeah, believe that you can be a student and make it happen. And I look forward to hearing your comments if you've made that happen. See you next time, and thank you very much for watching.